What's good, YouTube? Back up here on the river fishing the spillway we've hit a couple times in the videos, and the water has finally cleared up. I've tried to fish it a couple times in the last few days, and it's just been nasty, muddy, just awful to work with. So anyway, it's definitely cleared up. The water's gone down. It's not flowing as hard over this spillway, so I think we'll have a little bit better chance at catching some crappie or bass or whatever just happens to be flowing through here. So let's get down here and see what we can catch. Finally hooked into something. Been here for probably 30 minutes or so, and this is the first fish we caught. Got nipped a few times, but that's the first committed bite. Little black crappie. Kind of leaning towards thinking I know where they're at now, which is where I've been casting the entire time. I just ain't found the depth of the presentation they want. And having wind that's switching directions every 5 seconds doesn't help any. Been blowing from my left to the right, and then right to the left, blowing straight to me. Hey, finally caught one. I think, I may be wrong, but I think they are sitting a little bit deeper in the water column. This one is borderline keeper size. Oh, that one is 100% keeper size. But my stringer won't reach the water from here. Now that one's probably 10 and a half. Kind of hard to tell. I don't have my measuring thing with me. I think that's actually a white crappie. No, that's a black crappie. It's got 7 dorsal spines. But we're gonna get you back. Alright, the spillway wasn't doing jack squat, so we moved to another little creek, and we're going to fish it for about 30 minutes because it's much darker than it actually looks. So see if we can catch something. I've got high hopes because I'm seeing some stuff splashing. It may just be shad, so maybe wasting those hopes, but let's get to fishing. Ooh. Well, that was unexpected, like every other crappie I've caught here lately. Chill out, homeboy. That one got right on the bank. Little black crappie. I'll show you what I caught it on here in a second. Pretty fish. That one definitely had me spooked for a second. But I just got a little 1/16 ounce Arky sickle head and some custom swim baits that a friend of mine made for me. These are, I believe, Epic Spuds. I don't know, he deals with a lot of the Epic bait molds when he makes baits, but I believe that is a Epic Spud. But it's got it's a pretty dense little bait, but it's got a ton of action. Oh, I got a fish. I thought I was stuck. Way from that bridge pillar. Ooh, I'm glad I've got a leader on because that thing was all over that. It feels like a pretty good fish. It's not bad. Tis not bad. Nice little fish right there. Now, where's my pliers? Because that's deeper than I can get it out. You know, since I bought these this multi-toolless Leatherman Signal, I've used it way more than I thought I would. But what we got here? Huh? That's just a largie. He's just a stumpy one. Kind of I mean, he's definitely thick. He's got some chunk to him. He's probably a pound and a half or so. But this bait, it's a pretty stiff body, like I was saying, but it can work this thing's pretty dang slow. Like, I don't know what materials he used, but you can work this bait pretty dang slow and still get a ton of action out of it. Fish, what you is, what you is. It's a little crappie. Nice. And one just jumped right out there. Well, that's a little bit more of a flop than I wanted to give. But the rod and reel we're using, I've been getting that question quite a bit more, is what's that rod, what's that reel, what pound line are you using? The rod we're using right now is a 6-cent stash stick. It is Pig Patrol TV's rod that he came out with earlier this year, I believe. No, it was late 2023. It's a 6.6 medium light. It's got a pretty soft tip, so you can still throw pretty small baits. I'm throwing a 1/16 on it, by the way. The reel is a Shimano Stratic 1000 HG, and I've got 10-pound Suffix Nano braid, which is one of the nicer, like, nanos, or like really, really small diameter, super smooth braids. I would pick it over the Daiwa Red Label 8-strand any day of the week, simply because this will handle abrasions way better than that Daiwa Red Label. The Daiwa casts better, but this will handle abrasions a lot better because it's a little bit coarser braid. And the rod that we were using at the spillway was a 6-foot ACC crappie sticks. It's a medium 2-piece with a Shimano Sahara 1000 8-pound braid. Fish. I got nipped a couple of times, but I couldn't really tell if I was getting running into shad or what. But pretty little bass. You got red lips. You've been wearing that there makeup, le crawl. That's what they're doing this time of year. So they're getting down there on the bottom, munching on crawls, and that's where they get them red lips from. I should probably be throwing a crawl pattern thing. This one feels halfway decent. I honestly don't have a clue what size leader I've got tied onto this, so I'm trying to baby them a little bit. It's probably 8-pound or 6-pound, but that's another little buck bass. And same thing. He's got a little bit of red spots on his lip too. Getting all them red spots, he's down there like Red Fox. Give you 5 across your lip. 5 of them. This turned out to be a halfway decent little video. I'd went to a spot that I'd filmed another video at earlier today and decided not to fish there again. And it's like, you know what, this is kind of sort of on the way. Ooh. That crappie hit it like it owed him money. And that crappie right there hit it like that thing owed it $1. And you also got it down farther than I can get my finger to. Pretty little crappie. Almost looks like he's got a little bit of a deformity right there, because actually, yeah, because part of his fin ain't there. Turned out to be a halfway decent little stop. We're going to give her about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to head out, because I've got about a 45-minute drive home from here. And I've also got another video to edit on top of this one, because I filmed another video before I started this one. And here comes the rain. Fortunately, it's just a little drizzle. It's nothing major. Hey, we got a visitor. And my reel handle just turned loose. Yeah, we got a visitor over there on the bank. Yeah, iPhones don't take great video at a distance, but yeah, there's a little deer friend over there. Can't tell if it's a buck or a doe. It's had its head down and kind of in a bush over there, so looks like a doe, but pretty deer. Fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. You know, this is honestly, like, I used to fish back here in this creek a lot, and I have caught some monster cats out of this creek, like during the spring and summer. And I've caught quite a few other species out of here, and good numbers of fish. But here lately, I ain't done worth crap in this creek. This is definitely the best bite that I've had out of this creek in forever. And the rain is starting to pick up a little bit heavier, so we're going to give it about another 5 minutes and call her. I have hooked into something. Well, I have determined that it is a tree limb, because it is no longer moving. And I'm not about to drag that in with this rod, so I'm gonna reel up all this mess, because I definitely need to tie a new leader on now. And since it's too late for that, I'm gonna call it quits. As I say that, as fish swims by. Well, YouTube, that goes to show the fish ultimately decide what kind of trip you're going to have, or, you know, what kind of video you're going to do. But we're going to try to do a video there at that little spillway, catch a couple crappie there, because I know they're in there, because we caught a couple. But after about an hour and a half of not catching anything, I said screw it, decided to come over here and see what I was biting. And I'm surprised. I normally don't do too well in this creek during the cooler months, at least this year, and late last year I didn't. But we caught fish, and that's all that matters. Anyway, hope you liked the video.